What up, though? This your boy Cuzin P, and you're tuned in to the
Spot.
spot where the ears meet the street.
Here with the players, the best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you. Damn, I don't even know. I gotta get the shit where your ear eat. What is it? Where your ears meet the street. Where your ear meet the street. The spot where your ear meet the street.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Alaska with the spot where the ears meet the streets. I'm here with a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, mama.
My name is Vickky. How y'all doing, Sacramento?
Hey girl. We'll get right into it, okay?
For sure.
For the people who may not know you yet, introduce yourself. Who is Vickky? And what do you want people to know about you beyond the event business?
My name is Vickky again. I'm determined, educated. I'm an entrepreneur. So outside of the event business, everything eventually goes back to events because even if we ain't talking about that, people want my expertise on things. And even if not events, I do taxes, bookkeeping. I have many trades underneath my belt.
Oh, wow.
Many trades.
That. I'm going to need you for my taxes next year, mama. I'll be taking everybody that comes to the show, but I'm going to take
taxes
you on that one.
Is really what I'm trying to push. I'm getting ready to open a tax school up. So.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh, yeah. All the power to you. That's great. Do you think it'll be open in 2026 or it's going to be?
It's going to definitely. I'm starting the school this summer. So in September, everybody will be able to come. 50 people will be able to come sit down and go to school for free.
Oh, my gosh. I love that. We're going to have to interview you when it gets closer to that or after or something because I would love to hear about that. Before we get into everything you're doing now, let's take it back. You were the original host of The Spot, where the ears meet the streets, when Cuzin P first started the podcast out of his 2-bedroom apartment about 6 years ago. What do you remember about those early days?
What do I remember the most? The connections. I have a lot of connections because of that, of the early days. And yes, it was small but mighty, 2-bedroom apartment, but we did pretty good. It started me. That's what really, I think that might have been what kicked the spark off in me. My mother passed away in that time.
I'm sorry.
And some of the spark I think might have gotten, not taken, but kind of dimmed a little bit. Yes, anything traumatic like that will. But that probably is what started my spark to wherever I'm doing right now. It's a lot of connections with people that I made during those days that I still have right now with people.
I love that.
And so I am glad that I did do that. I am glad because it has a lot of connections with a lot of good people, actually.
That's great.
So,
I love that. And then here we are today.
Here we are today.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So I thank you.
Right. Well, we could thank Cuzin P.
We could definitely.
Because he was just throwing something out there, and I was like, "Hey, I'll do it."
Shoot, let's do it. Let's see how it goes.
So yeah, I was just getting started then.
When the spot first started, what made you believe in the idea enough to be part of it before it even became what it is now?
I think I more so believed in P and what he was saying. I'm a person that if I see something and I can see the end of it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I recognize other people like that too. He's a person that see things through.
Yes.
And I kind of identified that. So, I mean, when you have things like that going on, if you don't believe in yourself, the people around you not going to. And he believed in himself so well. I believed in what he had going through to see it through, and we saw it through.
There you go.
So,
Amen.
he follows through, and so do I. And so kind of birds of a feather flock together. That makes sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I love that. From hosting interviews back then to now building your own brand and events, how have you grown personally and professionally over the years?
Ooh. Professionally, we want to break that down because there's a lot of things that make the situation. You have to think about a lot of things when you're dealing with professionalism,
right?
Especially when, like, I come from like a hood environment, and so those people in those environments ain't always think of professionalism. And a lot of times when you're dealing with people in those environments, it's hard for you to maintain a professionalism. So I had a lot of long talks with myself, a lot of days. I came a long way because for a while, I think as a youngster, I was a fighter and a lot of things that I'm not today. And so I think that just dealing with people, what do I want from my event? What do I want the outcome to be of whatever I'm putting my time into is what made me start going toward professionalism. Sometimes I want to snap and act how the other people are acting, but nobody's bigger than the program.
Correct.
Nobody's bigger than the program. So I often take myself back, take a deep breath, and just say, hey, I'll deal with it. And I just go and deal with it. My whole life, I done had obstacles and stuff I had to jump over. So it's not really nothing new for me when I see an obstacle. It's just, okay, how I'm going to handle it. Personally, I done made a lot of growth in 6 years. Listen, my mom passed away 6 years ago. That killed me. But I think today, if she was here, she'd be proud because
for sure.
I done overcame a lot of stuff. I done overcame a lot of things. And I don't feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't take no for an answer anyways, but defeat. I'm not offended by it. Most people, when they get defeated, I look at the situation and say, okay, I didn't do that right. This is how we're going to do it next time. You know, for me, the glass is half full. It's never half empty.
Yes.
I'm just trying to push forward. You know, that little piece of, they always tell you like, hey, if you keep working, things will get better. I'm just looking for that. So I keep working for the things going to get better part because I believe that, right?
I love that.
It's hard, man, if understanding that thinking positive is a lot of what goes into a lot of this.
Right.
People gonna say negative things. People gonna doubt you. And if you don't believe in yourself, then the people around you not gonna believe in you.
Yeah. You have such a powerful aura. It's like, it is so strong, but very delicate at the same time. It really is. It's not like in your face big, but it's bold. It's maybe even like motherly, you know, like very just like, it's just a warm, big, strong energy that you give off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about High Vibes. How did the whole idea come about, and what made you want to create events centered around music, culture, community, and good energy?
I am centered around music, culture, and good energy. One of my partners said he wanted to do a festival. And since he implicated me, if it was going to be done, it needed to be done right.
Yeah.
So that's how I got part of it, because I was like, if you're going to put my name on it, then we're going to need all the things to line up. We're part of that kind of community. We deal with the public every day, the culture, the brand, the music. So I just kind of wanted to kind of bring it together. Sacramento have a lot of stuff going on, and it end crazy. That makes sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And I kind of just want to have a positive thing going. Something seriously positive to where like, no, it wasn't no fighting. It wasn't none of that. We had a great time. And that's all I want people to remember is the memories, the fun, the vibe. You know what I mean? You had a good time, high energy, high attitudes. Everything was great.
Yeah.
High times.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
I love it. Okay.
It was awesome.
That is great. You're involved in the cannabis culture and cannabis-friendly events.
Yes.
What first brought you into that space, and when did you realize that this could be more than just something you enjoy?
When I first started on the spot, right? Mm-hmm. We was talking about getting my mother. My mom was an old school. I wish we would have got her on film. I took her through an event that somebody else had showed me. And she said, you got to figure out how to get us up in here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
I figured out, she passed away a few weeks later. I figured out how to get us up in there.
You did. So
And that's what I told her. And I started off as a food vendor. And
What kind of food?
all foods. I blew people out the water. That's what really did it. She passed away. And in 20 days, I had made $25,000. I sat at my mom's funeral, and so many things was going through my brain that day while we was looking at her casket. Outside of the fact that I was looking at her saying, damn, my mom is in that casket. Like, that's her laying there. I was saying, Vickky, where the fuck did you get $25,000 from? And I told my siblings, I said, I know it was hard burying mom, but y'all didn't feel empowered. And they was looking at me crazy. And I'm like, where did we find $25,000 to bury her? She had life insurance. Life insurance company opened up an investigation on us and did not give us her insurance money for like a year. So if it was up to them, we would have buried her a year later. And I was like, I don't think so. But through one of my most tragic times in my life gave me some of the most power that I ever felt.
God, I'm
and
so
that gave
happy
me the
for you.
momentum to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends, coincidentally, who lost mothers. 2 or 3 of them people are not here right now. When they lost their moms, it was so tragic to them, and I understood that because I went through the same thing too. But drugs and alcohol that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Whatever, I've been trying to figure out my whole life what God want me here for, and that's
That
not
wasn't it. Yes, ma'am.
And so
Amen.
I
love
wasn't
that.
going to, put my mother's name in vain, because that's not how she raised me. So I was, at that moment, I told myself it's time to up the bar. You're going to up the bar, you're going to get up, you're going to lay down and become a diamond, or you're going to, you know what I'm saying, or you're going to lay down and get smited out, and we make diamonds in this family.
Yes,
So
ma'am. Okay, Miss Vickky.
I was like, it's time to get up and get it moving. And between the spot and my mother passing away, those was the kicks that I needed, boom, to really just get me started. I had no idea when I first started. I was just doing food. I thought it was so cool. I'm making $1,200 a night on food, but I was spending 8 or 9 hours cooking.
Right.
Then one day, I wasn't worried about bills no more. I wasn't worried about nothing, and that's how you know God good.
God's great. Yes, ma'am. I love that. For people who don't fully understand cannabis events, weed shows, 420 friendly events, how would you explain what the scene is really about?
On the outside, for everybody, participating is fun, but it's weed politics. It's politics in the cannabis community, how gang members have in their community.
Wow.
I'm so serious.
Let me know, yeah.
They be calling police on each other. They be sending people into other people's shows. There's politics. When I first got into it, I was food vending, and so I saw it. But as I slowly came up from food vending, and then one day I was a moderator, not only am I the only legal weed show, but I'm the only black-owned, operated legal weed show.
Okay, let's
here in
go.
Sacramento. So when I first made the first amount of money that I needed, I went ahead and legalized it, because I said, well, no, whatever I built, won't nobody come take from me.
Yes, ma'am.
So we pay our taxes on it. I don't even worry about it. But as I came from a food vendor up to where I'm at right now, that's when you learn about the politics. People start doing things trying to take you down, getting Instagrams reported, calling police over to where you're at, telling the police there's 12 people outside with guns.
That's
It's all kind of
insane.
crazy politics going on.
Yeah.
Crazy politics, but it's just like gang, and I'm like, we not no gang here.
I'm just trying to smoke some weed and have a good time.
It's weed. You're supposed to be happy.
That
a little
part.
munchies or something. But
Shit.
I tell so many people often, all the time, like, y'all, it's weed.
Yeah.
It's weed. Like, smoke the weed.
Yeah, it's just a happy drug. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And if you mad, you probably got the wrong strand. Go
Some
ahead.
people show up patient. Some of them show up angry, and it be so. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's fulfilling. I service a lot of old people. There's a lot of shows out here that service all the crazy folks and just all the popular, the popular public general people in general.
Yeah.
But my dad was one of my biggest advocates. He passed away last year.
I'm sorry about
and he had a lot. He used to bring old people in, and I love that because that gave him a place to come comfortably, get their stuff, hang out, do what they need to do, and leave. And they don't give you all them problems that you get from general public. So it's kind of a safe place for old veteran hippies to come hang out at, get their thing.
I love that. Yeah. And you're relieving some pain.
And we give stuff away free.
Yeah.
We give stuff away free. We Monday through
great.
Friday.
Do you have a storefront?
We have a location.
Okay, cool.
We're Monday through Friday. I ask people to hit us on the Instagram because we send them through a whole thing because I don't want just anybody
Right.
in there. So I do ask for your ID. I do have somebody to run it through a system and check it. We're a private club, so we kind of want to know who's coming into the club. Who's coming into the club. So, and it's only for safety purposes. Like I explained to people, if you come in here and you leave and somebody whack you over the head, don't you want us to be able to tell you who whacked you over your head? So please send your ID. If you can't send your ID and you don't want to get in, then this is not the place for you.
Right.
And I'm perfectly okay with that because we practice in safety and fun.
I love safety and fun.
That's
Okay.
it. Just some safety and some fun, little weed. Get some gifts. We give away stuff all the time. Food drives. I do little entrepreneurs every second Saturday of the month with little kids.
Okay.
For everybody that's doing their thing, come out and support these kids in this community.
Oh yeah. I'm pulling up. What are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about cannabis events or people who build brands around cannabis culture?
They associate it with like ghetto thug culture, and that's not what it is. One of the hardest things for me when I talk to people about events, they had this saying where they be like, it be your own people. You know what it's like when I'm standing in front of other black people and they're like, ugh, weed? hip hop, and I'm like, you black like I am.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
And just because you hear hip hop or weed, do not, whatever your wildest imagination is not what's going on.
They're brainwashing you guys.
And that is crazy. That is so crazy. It's not even other people. I deal with this more from our own people. Where I'm like, hey, what do you mean? You know what I mean? But
hip hop is us.
Hip hop is us. Like we are the originators of everything.
Yeah.
Originals of everything. And so when I see people acting like that, I'm like, that's crazy that if I was dumbed down or if I was anything but this lady that you looking at, sometimes people see that and they hear that and they come and they judge me when they see me because they see locks, they see darker skin. And it's not until I start speaking or articulating my words that sometimes people don't even look at me twice until I start to talk.
Right.
Because then they'll say, oh, she's educated. And it's like, well, why do you judge me off how I look? And we don't mean it's going to be a bunch of thugs. And I don't like a whole lot of ghetto stuff either.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like I do this for my peace and my harmony. I like my soft, bold music.
And you know how many artists is in this community, not just music artists. Like, I know painters. I know all kind of people. All this goes together. All this goes together. So that's one of the reasons why I try to bring it together, because all of it goes together. I do the Tipsy. I'm the owner of Tipsy Tie-Dye. I have the name Puff and Paint trademarked across the United States.
Love that.
I just want to try to do some good things. I want to just try to make my mark while I'm here, right?
I love that you are, yeah.
Because we only here for whatever time we on borrowed time. So whatever time God is allowing me to borrow, I will be gone one day and my children will be the only thing to prove that I was human here. But I would like something else to sit here too. So I'm trying to make my mark, my little space here.
How many kids do you have, if you don't mind?
I got all boys, 3.
3 boys, and you're a boy mom. Wow.
Yeah, they grown.
Oh, they're grown. Okay.
Except for the last one, he's 17.
Okay, cool. Is he a junior or senior?
Senior.
Okay, so he graduates this year.
Yeah, I'm done with kids.
Congratulations. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
I'll be like, I'm done.
She's like, I might be smoking less weed now.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
Now that my kids is older, I think I do smoke less weed. I think so.
When you're putting together an event like High Vibes, what's the hardest part that people don't see from the outside looking in?
Dealing with the other people, getting everything to come together.
Yeah.
So you have to talk to so many people. You need to talk to this person. You want that vendor there. Everything that you would think that would make this cool, right? And so I'm hearing, it's a room full of moderators, and I'm hearing everybody's idea. I'm really just in one lane. I ain't supposed to be in 12 lanes. I got to park my car and get in their car. Get back to my car, and they like, come on, get over here. But the hardest part, not hardest, but just the most frustrating part for me was having to keep up with all the people. I was like, I need an assistant to keep up with all the people. And I feel like I was an assistant. I was like pretty much an assistant in the situation. They say I'm dumbing down my part, but I'm like, I'm not. I did my part. My part was the website, graphic designs. I do all that too. And meeting people. And so everything else that they did, that they had to do, they did that. My parts was done. It came together. But dealing with the people, I had a couple people that after they met me, they wanted to call me every day. And I was like, I can't talk to you every day. I'm doing bookkeeping. I'm doing taxes. I can say, though, I got like 3 new clients during the process, and I completed their taxes all before April 15th.
Let's go.
But they want to talk on the phone. They want to have lunch, and I'm like, I got so much stuff I got to do. This is just one of my hats, y'all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This is just one of my hats. So I think trying to get the people to understand that I was just put in place for this. This is what we talked about. Now I need to move on to the next thing. We'll see you when it's time for us to see each other again.
Ooh,
that was the hardest part.
That's my personality. Yeah, I like that.
I'll see you when it's time to see you again. Me and you have come to what we need to come to.
We don't need to talk again.
And then I'll see you, and they're like, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? But I can't talk to you right now. I got 3 people in front of me.
I like you a lot.
And they like, hey. And I'm like, okay, see you later. So, yeah, for me, that's what it was. That's what it was.
What do you enjoy the most about curating events? Is it the music, the vendors, the community, the networking, or seeing the whole vision come together?
For me, it's seeing the whole vision come together. Seeing every part that everybody took, all the moderators together, play, and seeing how it just worked out. For me, it's the beautiful, I call it the blow. It's the end. At the end, it's the beautiful blow. And this is what we did, right? This is what we did. So if you didn't put no energy into it, if your section, we could see at this point right now what's going on. So for me, it's the blow. I like the blow.
And did you come up with that actual analogy, the blow?
I just nope. I've been on an adventure since my mom passed away,
Yeah.
country to country and just all over. And so one of my friends is an entrepreneur and he does T-shirts. He gets the contracts for like the big concerts and he able to print T-shirts. And he calls what they do the blow. And I'm like, that makes so much sense at the end because that's when all the people are there. It's when everything come together. And I was like, it makes sense. So I kind of stole his idea.
I love
Shout
that.
out to Zoc.
Yee.
He from Jersey. It's my homie.
George. When you're booking artists, vendors, or people to be part of your events, what do you look for? What makes somebody easy or difficult to work with?
Before I actually talk to the person, I look for positivity. I look to see what kind of positivity this person is spreading. Because one of the high vibes, one of the things I did not want was gang members. I ain't got nothing against you gang members. Y'all do y'all thing in Sacramento. But kind of not what I wanted for us.
Yeah.
So I do look at their activity to see what they into. Then after that, I reach out to them. From there, I'm good at talking to people. So from there, it's just all based off how we flow from there. I had a couple of people that I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna chance you anyways, whatever, right? Because this ain't for me, this is for us.
Right.
And so it was a few moderators who said, well, why did you? And I said, because this ain't for us. This is for the people. And so I kind of do it like that. I just want to make sure that ain't nobody promoting nothing negative. I am not trying to promote negative. I have seen enough negative to live a lifetime.
Girl, yeah.
We see what's going on with the world. Like, I'm just trying to be a piece of something positive.
You are. You're not trying. You are.
So and I'm just trying to. I'm a work in progress. I try every day. It's a real thing.
Yeah, I love that. What's the long-term vision for High Vibes and everything you're building? Where do you see your brand going in the next 5 years?
We're definitely gonna be a yearly thing. We're gonna be something that we're gonna do every year. I need to slow down because I got this brain that got $1 million up here, more than $1 million right here. I've always been rich because of whatever's sitting here. And all that High Vibes did was spark ideas for other things. For the last 2 days, I've been jotting stuff down. I'm like, I need to slow down.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do. Because what happens is I do all these things like I do right now. I cook, I'm a tax preparer, I'm a bookkeeper, I do events, I'm a weed guru. I need to slow down.
Yeah.
But I got ideas. So High Vibes didn't do nothing but just spark ideas for me. I have a very creative brain. Like I said, the cup half full. You might look at it and see a problem. And I might look at it and say, you just do this and that, and it'd be perfect.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it sparks creativity. I like being around other people who help me spark creativity.
I love that.
That's all High Vibes did.
Do you have any events coming up anytime?
Right now, no. I have my regular club. I call it the Expo. We are the High Art Society. I do puff and paints and tipsy tie-dyes. I think we're going to do a tipsy tie-dye next month. I'm not really sure what day that is at yet. But as of right now, we're just doing our event Monday through Friday. And that's people come out 6 to 9.
So if people want to follow you or catch you, can you just tell them how to do that on that camera right over there?
We're on Instagram. We are the High Art _Vibes or Society of High Art 916. Puff and Paint Vibes 916. Or you can catch us on our website, which is highvibes.org.
All right, we out, y'all. Thank you.
For sure.
This brother from Detroit.